Hey guys, guess what? Well, you probably already know what if you saw the title of the thumbnail, but that's right, I have the Galaxy Fold 4, which I'm using right now. I've been using this as my daily driver for the last 2 weeks. For context, I was using my iPhone 12 Pro Max, which I have here, since it came out about almost 2 years ago. And seeing some videos and seeing other YouTube content creators and seeing someone at work actually have the Fold 4, it got me intrigued. And wanted to know, is this a very expensive gimmick phone, you know, in terms of giving that folding capability versus just a normal standard non-folding phone? In today's video, I'm gonna give my 2-week impression of using the Galaxy Fold 4 as my daily driver. So using it for entertainment, using it for productivity, and using it for shooting videos as a content creator. And so as you're watching the video and you find it helpful, please remember to give it a thumbs up, like the video, and consider subscribing to my channel for similar content. My first impression, this looks and feels like a quality flagship phone. I chose the Phantom Black color because it matches my soul. I like the matte finish, it's not glossy, so it helps to avoid the greasy fingerprint marks. So if I'm kind of pressing all over the back here, if I look at the light, it doesn't leave any fingerprint or any kind of those grease marks that you get just with other glossy phones. When folded, it does have a nice one-handed width that allows you to comfortably hold it in one hand. It's easy to access and scroll through your apps, even with one hand. Yeah, I can reach from screen to screen with no issues at all. And even with the phone's girth, when folded, like as you can see here, I could still feel as comfortable holding it in one hand. I also like the side biometric finger scanner instead of using your Face ID. It's pretty much instantaneous. As soon as I hold it down, it automatically unlocks. Okay, so taking a look at the front cover screen, the bezels are nice and thin and isn't distracting. It has a dynamic AMOLED display and the colors make everything pop. Text look crisp and clear. There is a pinhole camera at the top, but it doesn't bother me. I'm coming from the iPhone 12 where it has a notch going across it, and after a while I did get used to it. And you will definitely notice the pinhole when you have a white background. As you can see, when it's a darker background, it's kind of hidden away. The Galaxy Fold 4 also has an always-on display. It's great that I can peek over at my phone to get the current time or see what notifications come up. The always-on display is bright enough that I can even see it from at least 10 feet away, especially in the dark. Now, let's get to the main reason why people purchase this expensive phone. It's the actual fold itself. The folding mechanism is located right here. You can see there's a bit of a gap from where it folds, kind of increases and then kind of decreases when it reaches down here. This is not a one-handed fold. You still have to use 2 hands to fold it. Maybe because it's new, maybe it's a bit stiff, but I find it doesn't take a lot of pressure to open it. So let's get this out of the way. Yes, you can definitely see the folder crease along the phone. It's not seamless, and you can definitely, depending on the light angle, you can definitely see that there's a crease in the phone, especially in bright sunlight. When you're watching video or content, the display crease eventually becomes part of the environment and your brain doesn't even pick up on it. And as you can see here, depending on the color, as long as it's kind of a dark color and you're watching videos, you can't actually see the crease, and eventually kind of fades into the background. Your brain doesn't even pick up on it anymore. And so even now when I'm looking at it straight on, you can't really tell that there's a crease there. So in terms of reading text, I'm reading the Kobo app and I'm reading some books. You can see that you can still see the crease, but after a while, again, your brain gets used to the crease and you don't even see it there anymore. From another productivity standpoint, I like the large real estate for widgets. I can have my accounts open for email and Outlook and see what's on deck. And the last thing I do like about this is gaming. The larger real estate makes gaming immersive. With the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 8, I haven't had any issues with gaming. Here I am playing Dragon Ball Z on the Android, and you can see it's very responsive. The graphics are really smooth. I never had any issues with it. And I like how crisp the screen looks. And the Snapdragon had no problems handling the graphics or the speed, and there was no lag whatsoever. Next was playing Riptide, and I just want to try the gyroscope features of using your Android going back and forth. And as you can see, it's pretty responsive. Again, the graphics is really well. Taking the video, this doesn't do it justice, but again, really responsive, no issues with lag, in terms of frames per second. I have to double check on that, but overall, I was really happy with the screen size and my gaming experience. Stay tuned for a future episode where I will test out different games on the Galaxy Fold 4 and give you my recommendations for what best games work for the Fold. So as a content creator and a hobbyist photographer, the next thing I want to talk about is the camera of the Galaxy Fold 4. So in the Galaxy Fold 4, they recently updated the camera specs to be more in line with the flagship cameras. And so there's a wide angle, telephoto, and standard camera. And so what I want to do here is show you the video quality of the camera. So this is using the front-facing camera right now. And I have to remember to look in the camera here. And so this is the quality that you would see if I was doing like a FaceTiming, Zoom conference, or a Teams conferencing from work. This is the video quality and sound coming from the speaker. Everyone knows using the front-facing or the selfie camera on your phone is not great picture and video quality. It's usually because it's a smaller sensor, and so it doesn't capture as much light or capture as much detail as you would using your main camera on the back of your phone. So in terms of the Galaxy Fold 4, what's neat is I can use the back of the camera, which is here. It does a preview of it, so you can actually see what you're shooting. So if I'm recording now, you can see that it's using the main camera sensor, and I can see a preview of this on the back of the camera. And this is great, especially if I am doing a selfie video and I want to make sure it's good quality, or a vlogging video that I want to make sure it's good quality. Then I can use the main camera and I can see myself on the screen here and kind of frame myself in the video and record. So the voice you're hearing from now is actually from the microphone from the Galaxy Fold 4. And what I would probably do is get a different microphone for audio quality. So this is the video quality coming from the back of the camera, which is the 50 megapixel sensor. I just wanted to provide a quick overview of the functionality of the camera on the Galaxy Fold 4. Stay tuned, so I will be doing a more in-depth review of the camera for both video and photography, again compared against my Sony a7 IV. So stay tuned for that video. All right, so that concludes my video of my 2-week impression of using the Galaxy Fold 4 as my daily driver. I'm really liking it. This is seriously making me consider switching from the iPhone lineup to the Fold lineup. And it's gonna be a tough call, but I'm gonna give it another 2 weeks to fully utilize it. I mean, I'm still kind of in the honeymoon phase, but it's still brand new, and I'm still getting used to an Android system and getting used to my own workflows. And so I think after 4 weeks of using it, I think it's gonna give me a good chance for me to decide whether I actually fully switch off of this and permanently move into this. All right, if you have any questions or comments about the Samsung Galaxy Fold 4, leave it down in the comment below. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.